As are we. Back with more in a minute. Less than 2 miles south of the United States Capitol, welcome to Nationals Park. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. John Shelby, Chris Singleton with you. So the Washington Nationals looking like a team that could make some noise. It's a strong roster to start the year. Where do you think they stack up among the league's best?
Oh, Boog, they're definitely contenders, no doubt about that. Plenty of talent on this roster. Maybe not a juggernaut, but a good team. And I think they might need to patch some holes at some point, though. Yeah, time will tell, of course, but I agree with you. They look like they're set up to play meaningful baseball all the way to game 162. Maybe beyond. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the mound for Washington in this one, Koo. She comes in off a really nice season on the hill, Chris. An ERA in the low twos last year, so consistent, so dependable. Talk about a skipper who's got a pitcher like that that's going to go out there and not just keep them in the ball game, but really give them an opportunity to win a ball game, even if it's a low-scoring day for the offense. That's who she was last season, and if she's even close to that this year, I think they'll be really happy with her performance.
Koo ready to go, looking to set the tone right out of the gate.
She needs to come out aggressive, but time. A clean first frame can settle the whole dugout, Boo.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, great stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
Well, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there. In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Young gets under it, brings it in, 2 away down.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
Here's Alex Bregman. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That just misses. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Chopped left side, and foul ball. This one in the air, center field. Young under it, and makes the grab. And that is that. Now it'll be Washington's turn. It's a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is...
That's ball 4.
Koo stepping in. Pressure's on. One swing can flip the whole game.
Yeah, she's no stranger to the spotlight. She's built for spots just like this.
Ground ball left side. Just foul down the right field line. Wow. Comes up empty.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
First and second, no outs here on opening day. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Runner around third. Fires to the plate. The tag, and he's safe. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as she picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Really nice job staying up the middle with her approach. She didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
First and second, no outs. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. In the air, right side. Acuna on the move. He makes the grab. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. Throw behind the runner, and they've got her doubled off. 3. Back in Washington, D.C. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Pete Crow Armstrong. Yeah, that's fouled off. Crow Armstrong, multi-time All-Star, batting in the cleanup spot, and he's a former Gold Glove Award winner. 0-1 now. What a stop. Throw to first. Throw is high and over his head. And oh no, it's out of play. Just a terrible throw there.
Well, that was a throw that just shouldn't have been made. They scored a single and an error, so the official scorer doesn't believe a good throw would have gotten an out, and neither do I. We can't hear it from up here, but I wonder if anyone was telling him just to eat the throw. You know, that's where communication on the infield can sometimes help out a ton.
Edmundo Sosa in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. High fly ball, right field. O'Neill should have this one. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
Batting fifth, the shortstop,
Michael Garcia, the next Cub to hit. This one in the air, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly. We're tied at 1.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
Jansen in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
She didn't want to give up that run, but she did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other hitters. Get your team back in the dugout.
Right through there for a strike. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here on opening day. Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one. Down to the bottom of the second. All tied 1-1.
Out! You're out!
New inning getting started. Stepping in, Alejandro Ozuna. And that one fouled off. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Here's the 0-2. That one to first. Contreras takes it to the bag and 1 away in the top of the third.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Dansby Swanson.
Swanson digs in.
Ball! That's down!
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field.
Heads up.
2 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch.
Ball, that's
Outside.
out.
Ball 1. Pitcher challenges. She thought it was a strike. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left.
Ah!
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tied up here in the early going. That's one misses. And now it's 3-2. Ronald Acuna Jr. waiting to hit for the Cubs. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Home half of the third coming up. Tied at 1. Face the heart of the order, Singy.
Yeah, and this is where you got to sharpen your focus, Boog. No freebies. Make quality pitches and trust your plan.
Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Swing and a bouncer, but it kicks foul. And that one hammered swing well. Out of here. He circles the bases. His first homer of the year, and the Cubs have the lead now. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Koo ready to go again after the leadoff homer.
Yeah, you got to have a short memory and lock back in. It's about minimizing the damage and setting a tone for the rest of the frame. So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
McKinstry slings it across, one away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Crow Armstrong, batting with one down, takes a strike. That one ripped, but foul. One out, bases empty, and a run in here on opening day. That one lifted to left. Out number 2.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman.
And here is Sosa to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Up and in, and that is ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
At the plate, Michael Garcia. That's in there. Strike 1. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Cubs 2 and the Nats 1. Back here in Nationals Park, bottom of the 4th, Koo digging in for the Nationals.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
A little out front there as she swings through it.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
She goes down looking. Now she's challenging the called strike. So the call will stand. So that removes their last challenge. Back in Washington, D.C. Now the Cubs catcher, Danny Jansen. Just missed. That one fouled off. Here's a 1-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Alejandro Ozuna, the next Cub to hit.
Ball, that's low.
Jansen aboard here at first with nobody out.
She's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that she's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
To the right side, Bay. Acrobatic throw for one.
He's safe.
To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Designated hitter, Dansby Swanson.
One out man at first. And here comes Dansby Swanson.
Well, you call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Man at first, one away. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So the lineup flips over. Michael Busch, the next to hit. There's the strike.
She's got a great feel for her breaking ball today.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go.
Nope.
There's a ball.
That's inside.
Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Man at second. Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 2. On the ground, and that's just foul. Jackknifes out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 5th. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
And here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. in a huge spot. That's in for a strike. That's a strike, and she inches closer to getting out of the jam. Finishes him off at 103. Cubs strand a couple, but they still lead him 2-1. Koo back on the mound. She's been efficient, but the pitch count's climbing, Singy.
Yeah, she just needs to stay on script here, Boo. Keep attacking, keep it clean. The bullpen will thank her later.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. On the ground to third. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Up next to the Cubs.
So up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. He is singled and he is flied to left. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Ball 2.
On the inside corner for a strike. And that drops in for a strike. High fly ball down the left field line. Alvarez going back on it. That was foul, and he'll see another. Got it. Now 5 strikeouts for her on the mound.
Now just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Out towards right center field. And that is that. Cubs down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
Ball 4, take your base.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 10.
Ball, that's too high.
The Nationals with the tying run on at first here on opening day. Close but called a ball. And the count is 2-0. Next offering is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Fought off foul.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And the 3-1. Fouled off down the right side. The Nats with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. See ya. Strikes are out for the 2nd time today.
Ball 4, take your base.
Back here in Nationals Park. And the batter will be the shortstop, Michael Garcia. Foul ball there.
Now this is just par for the...
Koo stepping in now, down 1, tying run in scoring position, and a hitter who's not shy about the spotlight.
Yeah, she's been clutch in these spots before. Her dugout wouldn't mind seeing a big swing of the bat right here, Boog.
First pitch swinging. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Fought off foul. Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2. Just missed.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
2 on, 2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fights it off. She'll see another. The 2-2 on the way. This ball's chopped on the ground.
Come on, Deke,
Steps
come
on the
on.
bag for the force. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. So the Nats lead.
You're out.
So 2 down. Koo will hit next as the Nationals are down to their final out. Smith going for save number 1 in this spot. On the ground, out to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
2 outs, runner at first. Now here is Kay Bear. Now quick throw to first, and she's back in safely.
Well, at least you got the pitcher thinking a little bit. You don't want to run yourself out of the ball game. You get thrown out or picked off, it's over.
And the 0-2. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And just like that, they're within a run. This crowd has really come alive. This place is loud.
Clawing back into this one, Boog. Second home run of the game. And take a look at that scoreboard. Everything feels different all of a sudden, doesn't it?
Koo with a solid two-way performance in this ball game.
She took care of business out there on both sides of the ball, Boog. Not a bad effort at all.
Gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me. Oh.
3. That's ball 4. Out, out, you're out, out.
So 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Koo. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by her. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is she trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Two down, nobody on. That's to third. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail things here 2-0.
Out! You're out! Out! 3!
Back in Washington, D.C., digging in, Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
Out to short. Lays out, but she can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do.
You're out!
Back here in Nationals Park. Bottom 4, Koo digging in for the Nationals.
You know, these Nationals, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
That one almost got her. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Out towards right center field. Acuna settles under it, and there's one away.
Up next for the Nationals, the catcher, Kay Burke.
Koo stepping in, one door closed, but here's another shot, Singy. She has a chance to deliver.
Time to play teammate of the day, Boog. Nothing says I got you like a 2-out RBI.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and get out of this little jam.
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground to third. Whips it across. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We're through 5. It's the Cubs 2 and the Nats 1. You're watching Nationals baseball on the show.
Ow! Safe!
Koo digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. That's to third. There's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
Three!
Koo had a poor showing, needed to do more.
Certainly a frustrating game at the plate. I think she'd be the first to tell you she's capable of better. I'm sure the loss isn't sitting well with her either, Boog.